Hey, what's up, y'all? It's cracking his D. About to react to this impressive vid. This is Kanye West gets a backlash over wild White Lives Matter statement. And DaniLeigh dislikes black women. Danny versus Kendra G. I briefly saw something about this on my homepage on IG, but I just kept scrolling past it. I'm like, I'm sure one of the T pages will cover it. I'll talk about it then and react to it then. So, sure, we're going to see exactly what's happening. I guess Yellowbone has said something about black women. It's very sad because you now have a black baby, so it's just weird. But sure, let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the impressive channel. Kanye West has the whole internet in shambles yet again after he debuted his White Lives Matter
even pay attention to
in his Yeezy fashion show. So Kanye is trying to gag the public by promoting white supremacy,
by being thirsty,
and he thinks this is being fashion forward and edgy. But in reality, it's making him look like an Uncle Ruckus. It's just ridiculous. Yes, and he was also there with Candace Owens. Y'all know Candace Owens is a popular conservative reporter. So they both were wearing White Lives Matter shirts. And this is problematic because they're basically mocking the whole Black Lives Matter movement. And I don't appreciate that. I do have my issues with the organization itself, but I don't appreciate them mocking the movement. The reason why the Black Lives Matter movement was started is because
somebody clock him. He like he was hit in the face,
brutalized by the police. So the Black Lives Matter phrase was coined to raise awareness about it. When we're saying Black Lives Matter, we're not preaching black supremacy. We're not saying that our lives matter above everybody else's life.
Girl,
it's used to raise awareness about police.
People who don't get it, they don't want to get it at this point.
So I don't think it's right to disrespect the movement. Now, the organization, on the other hand, is another story. I don't respect the Black Lives Matter organization because several leaders of that organization were stealing millions of dollars and stealing money from the families of the actual victims. So I don't respect
a lot of these organizations be real sketchy
and what the phrase symbolizes. And it doesn't sit well with me that Kanye is making a mockery of the movement. He's over here flipping the phrase around and saying White Lives Matter instead. And I know he's doing this for the shock value of it all. I know he's doing this to get people talking, and it's working. Kanye thrives off of controversy. This is what he does best. So it's not shocking that he will go
and he might be off his meds. What are we talking about?
But I do think this whole fashion statement that he's making is very tone deaf, and it's done in very poor taste. And I can't respect it at all. He does a lot of problematic things.
I really don't care.
There's a lot of things he does that I just simply can't respect. And I can't get behind, and this is one of those things. Now, does this mean that Kanye is going to be canceled? No. Kanye is one of those people who can never really be canceled because he thrives off of controversy. He's very uninhibited with his ideas and his thoughts, and a lot of people respect it. I kind of respect it too, but at the same time, I don't agree with everything he does. And this is one of the many things that I don't agree with. Kanye really tried it. Now, moving on to the next topic. The singer DaniLeigh has been called out yet again for trying to get another black woman kicked off of her show. Now, we all know last week DaniLeigh tried to get the comedian B. Simone removed from her show Wildin' Out. I actually covered this in my previous video. Basically, Danny was uncomfortable with B. Simone because B. Simone made a diss track against her, and also B. Simone was allegedly talking to her baby daddy, the baby. So she didn't want to be around B. Simone, and she had her team remove B. Simone from that particular episode.
So this means she don't like barbecue?
And I kind of understood why. I mean, if somebody makes a diss track against you, of course, you wouldn't want to be around them. However, DaniLeigh has been getting out of control with her demands because recently she tried to have the radio host Kendra G removed from her radio show because she didn't want to talk to her. Now, this is very confusing because Kendra G has never done anything to DaniLeigh. In fact, she defended her when her baby daddy, the baby, embarrassed her on
we cannot make comments like that when we don't know these people. You can't say she ain't never did nothing to her. We don't know that, girl. We don't know that.
Social media.
And Shawty's not my girl. Ain't never been my girl.
And just because someone supports someone publicly, that don't mean they not doing shady shit or talking shit behind the scenes. So we really cannot come to that conclusion at all.
Is my side.
It's your what?
My side Shawty is a certified side.
So after the baby publicly humiliated DaniLeigh, called her a side B, kicked her out of his apartment, made her look stupid, a lot of women felt sorry for her and a lot of people were defending her. Even Kendra G was defending her. But none of that matters because DaniLeigh still tried to have Kendra removed from her own morning show, all because she felt uncomfortable with her. And when Kendra found this out, she went completely off.
This Goofy Person of the Day award goes to DaniLeigh, and let me tell you why. DaniLeigh is in the city of Chicago. I don't know why. Probably got a high school appearance. Who the hell knows? But she was set to do an interview with the morning show, and she requested that I, Kendra G, be removed from the interview because she was uncomfortable talking to me. Girlfriend, this ain't wilding out. You ain't gonna be Simone me. Now your whole interview has been canceled. But I'm trying to figure out why didn't you want to talk to me in the first place? I actually been on the radio defending your honor. I really felt the way when your baby daddy played you on that infamous IG Live and I defended you on the radio. Now shout out to B Simone, who I know in real life, rock with in real life, but I actually understood why you didn't want to do Wild Out with her. But I'm still trying to figure out why the hell you ain't want to talk to me. Now, are you nervous? I'm going to ask you the questions that need to be asked. Like, are you still sleeping with your baby daddy after he beat your brother up and played you on the IG Live? And you know what? I probably would have asked you that question because I need to know. Because if you forgave him, that means I need to forgive him. Are you nervous I was going to bring up that whack-ass Bone song? Girlfriend, I don't care. You can make a song about your skin tone and celebrate it. I love being a dark-skinned woman. Ain't no whack-ass song like that gonna make me insecure about my complexion. Are you nervous that I was gonna ask you, like, how did it feel to be a girlfriend thinking you was better than all the baby mamas just to become a baby mama and get treated worse? And you know what, DaniLeigh? I probably would have asked you all those questions because guess what? That's my job. That's what I do. I ask the questions that the people want to know. Maybe you should focus on your job, be in the studio and make a hit, and we got to talk about your music and not about your personal life. That's not my fault that your personal life is more relevant than your music. That's your fault.
Why she going in so hard?
Trying to get people removed from interviews, it don't go down like that. Now you miss out on the opportunity to have a radio interview on #1 urban station in Chicago. And guess what? This opportunity might not come around again because your music ain't popping. So with that being said, sit your goofy down. Enjoy Chicago while you're here.
Woo-wee. Well, that was a nasty read. But Kendra's...
Why did she go in so hard is the question. Before Impressive even gives her opinion, I think that was excessive as fuck. Okay, even if you don't understand why she didn't want you a part of the interview, why do all of that publicly and read her to that degree? It sounds like you have a lot of animosity towards her and you're really angry. Like, where is this coming from? That kind of leads me to believe that there might be something going on here. So Danny might have a legitimate reason as to not wanting to be around you, because this was weird. Like, if that was the case, I would have just been like, what the fuck I do to her? All right. Like, if I really wanted to know, I would DM her and ask. But otherwise, I would be like, all right, bitch, that's on you. You missing out on the opportunity. Like she said, it's the #1, radio station in Chicago. I don't know shit about Chicago, but if that's the case, cool. Danny missed out on the opportunity. You even saying that, oh, your music ain't popping, so this didn't hurt your radio show at all. So I don't understand the point in her going that hard on Danny. I just don't get that. That was weird. It does not sound like someone who has been in full support of her this whole time. Ain't no way you that hurt that you have to go in. It's just weird. This was weird. I'm sorry, it's weird.
Said what needed to be said.
Girl, that did not need to be said. It didn't. You are bullying this bitch at this point. You're doing too fucking much. I'm sorry. I don't stand behind that at all. I feel like that was totally unnecessary. Now, she didn't lie about nothing that she said. She was looking goofy in that live. That Bone song was trash. Like, it's not like she necessarily lied, but it's just unnecessary nastiness. Like, for fucking what? You did all that for what?
Play is very passive aggressive, and I said this in my last video. She has a funny way of moving. She does shady stuff behind the scenes
but this is the last thing I'm gonna say. If she didn't do anything specifically to hurt this woman, then again, that was unwarranted. If B Simone came and went off on her, that would make a little bit more sense, because B Simone probably didn't get paid for that day on Wild 'N Out, and they removed B Simone. This is like, this is my job and you coming in and having me removed. Cool, I would understand some of the animosity and lashing out coming from B Simone, but from this chick, it's not adding up. The math is not math, and it's not making no fucking sense for her to do that much. It's like, okay, girl,
acts like
you've been wanting to say this. You've been wanting to go in on her.
Victim when she gets called out on it. And she even tried to play the victim in this situation. She said, okay, this isn't true. What's up, y'all? What's going on? I've never heard anything about this interview. The Shade Room also got another comment from her, and she said, I didn't know I had this interview. No one told me. I woke up this morning, and this was the first thing I saw. I heard it was just canceled because I was only available in the evening. Def Jam scheduled it. I don't even know her at all. So this is what Dani is saying. However, I don't believe Dani. I don't, because she had her team remove B. Simone from the Wild 'N Out episode because she was uncomfortable with her.
And she admitted to that, though.
I believe that she tried to have Kendra removed as well, and there's no reason for Kendra to lie about this. I'm also calling cap on Dani saying she didn't know about the interview, because DaniLeigh is actually performing in Chicago tonight. So typically when artists stop by each city, they do early morning interviews to promote their show. And this is something Dani has done, so she would not miss out on the opportunity to promote her concert on one of the most popular morning shows in Chicago.
We don't know all the details.
Also, she's not available in the evening because she's actually performing that night. She's doing sound check and she's doing her concert. So she probably wouldn't have time to stop by and do an interview in the evening when she's preparing for her show. So there's a high possibility that Dani was lying to save face. And I'm kind of coming to the conclusion that Dani has an issue with black women. She really does. I've known this for a while, ever since she dropped that Yellow Bone song and was using that song to taunt the baby's ex-girlfriend Mimi. I've known it since then, but it's pretty clear to me now more than ever. And there's another video I came across. The reporter Blue from Hollywood Unlocked said that she actually had a private conversation with DaniLeigh. And this is what DaniLeigh said about black women.
But she was real candid with me, and she told me directly to my face, I don't consider myself black, but I like black music and black men, and I wish black women weren't so jealous about it. She said it to my face.
So DaniLeigh feels like black women are jealous of her, so she already has this resentment towards them. That's what I'm getting. And it's crazy because black women were the main ones defending her and riding for her in that whole situation she had with the baby. But deep down inside, she doesn't really like black women like that. But whatever issue she has with black women, she needs to get over it. She can't be trying to stop people's bags and get women off of their own show just because she doesn't like them or just because she's afraid of them. I think that's ridiculous, and she needs to grow up. Anyway, tell me what y'all think.
I don't know. I don't think we can come to that conclusion that she does not like black women based on all of this. I just don't think we can do that. And that one chick saying, oh, she said this to my face, that's hearsay. I cannot say that that is what was actually said. I was not there, and I don't like just listening to things that people say, because niggas lie all the time. People lie about a lot of weird shit, so you can't just take somebody's word and run with it and take it as fact. So I'm not going to go based on that. The Yellow Bone song was weird as fuck. It was trash, and it did make me side-eye her. But I still don't think that you can conclude from that she does not like black women. And she was like, oh, I'm trying to celebrate my skin tone. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I do feel like she was trying to be petty more than anything. Like, oh, I'm the one he chose. He wanted Yellow Bone. Like, I just feel like she was just being stupid. I think she's a little ignorant. But I don't think that we can jump to this conclusion that, oh, she don't like black women. Like, that is a reach. I don't think that's fair to just put on anybody. There are people out here who are way more vocal about not liking black people or black women, and we should focus on those people and not speculating like, oh, this happened and that happened, so it must mean this. Like, let's stop that. I think that's why I don't agree with that. I don't stand by that, and I don't give a fuck about DaniLeigh at all. I think she's corny. I think she's a little weird. I think, you know, she got played online. She was looking stupid. There's a lot of things that she's done that I've been like, girl, this is ridiculous. But saying that she don't like black women, I just feel like that's a bit much. Personally, that's my opinion. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought, though. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!